Welcome back to the channel, Tinman here. Now for a while I have been threatening to do a Return of the Living Dead vinyl collection video. Today's the day, it's happening. I was planning to do one with a few more records in, but I haven't bought anything in a while. Why? Cost of living, man. Whew, man, are we all feeling the pinch? Yeah, I've not bought nothing. In fact, the last record I bought was a Return of the Living Dead soundtrack. So I thought, you know what, I ain't going to wait any longer. I'll show you what I've got. It's not the biggest, oh, but it's decent. Oh, Innuendo City, man, come on. Anyway, before we do, do you want a party? It's party time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in order their release. Not exactly bang on, but like the ones that were released first from 85 onwards. And then we'll go through what we have. So, first up, we have the UK press of the Return of the Living Dead. Beautiful, beautiful cover. I've said this before on previous videos. You can hear it, can't you? You can hit literally that picture. You can hear it. You really can. That is a great front cover. All the bands, the Cramps, the Damned, Rory. I always say Rory. Rourke, Ericsson, Flesh Eaters, 45 Grave, Jet Blackberries, SSQ, TSOL, Tall Boys. Yes. Love that front cover. Original font. I love this 80s style of like bubble writing. You know, like the old 80s TV shows. That's what it reminds me of. But yeah, UK pressing. We're quite lucky to get this. I say we're quite lucky to get it. I mean, anyone can buy it. But what I'm saying is the UK got this version, which I think is really, really good. Because it's different, you know, it's nice. So it's really good. They're back and they're hungry. It's proper old school. Look at it. Look at that old writing in like stereo in the corner. It's dead smart. So there you go. At the back. There you go. Return Living Dead. Side 1. All the track listings. This is the big beat version. Nice pictures from the stills from the film. Got the punks. Frank and Freddie and Bert. Load of zombies in the bush. Classic zombie picture that's on the cassette. Plus the picture disc, which we'll get to in a bit. Trash behind the thing there. Oh, and then the classic shot of Yellow Cadaver. Brilliant. 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 There's a couple of differences with this one and the next one I'll show you, but I'll show you this anyway. So there's your cover. The vinyl for this one comes in, I think it's your standard black. Proper 80s thin records. You know what I mean? There you go. Massive big beat label on there. Just grey with all the font on it. Same on the back. 80s vinyl. Look at it. You can actually, if I just let it hang, you can see it's actually bending. 80s vinyl, man. Don't make them like that anymore. All big 180 gram and whatever. Either way, classic. So this one was, I think it was an eBay purchase. Did I get it? I think I got it for a steal, to be honest. I think it was a tenner. You can't go wrong, can you? You literally can't go wrong for a tenner. I mean, some of these, I've seen these go for some of these have gone for silly money recently. Like these are like 40, 50 upwards. Whatever. If you can get it cheap, then cool. But yeah, so that's that one. I'm leaving that one there just because the next one is similar, but it's different. So you'll be able to see the differences. Second one. Just get it out of its protective sleeve. Second one. Yep, see, look at that. Very similar, but very different. Well, I'll tell you what I mean. So obviously this is another UK version. I don't know why, but the UK version, they did too. Okay, I'll run with that. So obviously you've got the different font. It's a font I've not really seen before. That's your classic, isn't it? That's the font that everyone knows. So this is the basic font. You've still got the same deal going on with the original motion picture soundtrack. Yep, just reading that one to make sure. Stereo. Yeah, same at the bottom. You've got this nice little motif here. That one had the bands there, you see? This one's got the bands here, but it's got this cast as well, starring Clu Gallagher, James Karen, Don Calfer, produced by Tom Fox. You know what I mean? All the film gumph is there. So I love it because it's just zombies, isn't it? This was cheap as well. This got a bit of ring wear, but you know what I mean? It's from 1985. What do you expect? You know, it's going to get things like that. And even the back's got ring wear. So the back is very much the same as the other one with the pictures with, you know, all the classic shots. But the difference is here, look at them two close together, apart from the stainage. But look at the side, if I can get to it where you can see it. Yeah, right, so big beat for both, yeah? But this one's got just your basic black lines. This one's got your lines, but they've got this nice fancy motif going on at the top. It's really, really cool. I mean, not to be a stickler for changes, but look at the slight colour gradient on the grey on the front. I don't know. Things like this. This is me all over variants. Suckers for them. That's why we're doing a collection video. I'm a sucker for variants. Same record. Every one of these is practically the same. But look at the different covers. I've got to have them. She's got to have them. I've got to have them. So there you go. Both with the WIK38 there. Are the pictures exactly the same? Let's have a look. Yes. Exactly the same pictures. Exactly the same. But beautiful pressings. Beautiful UK pressings. I'm well impressed with them. So the record, I think, is going to be the same. We'll check. Going to be the same. Yeah. Big beat on black. Big beat, grey labels on black. Same the other side. Same 80s bend. Classic 80s. Oh, best times, I tell you. Best times for horror. Really was. Really was one of the best times for horror movies. VHS, records, films. Oh, God. You could just pick 85, for example. What a year for movies. Day of the Dead. Return of the Living Dead. Oh, God. Not horror, but Back to the Future. You know what I mean? Yes, loads of them, honestly. Could go on forever. So we'll tell you what, we'll start piling them up there. No, we'll put them down here because it's safer. Okay, next up was the holiest of holy grails for me. I didn't realise what this was really. Picture discs. Not a massive fan of picture discs, but the record's squiff. I'll show you when I get it out. I found out that this picture disc from Return of the Living Dead from 1985, this one still has the cellophane on it. It's one of those terrible, I think it's one of them promo items where they cut through. I don't know. I don't understand it. It's a shame because it does ruin it slightly. It didn't affect the hype sticker though, which is pretty cool because I'm a hype sticker collector. This one stays in the cellophane just simply because of the good condition it's in, because cellophane can wreck your records. It can wreck your records. It can pull in your covers and wreck your covers. But this being so old and it's never been opened, plus the hype sticker's already on there, I've just kept it on. Okay, now the reason why I only found out about this recently, picture discs, as we all know, don't sound great. They look great, but they sound like crap. I mean, I got the Mandalorian season, not season 1, it's like a collection from the first season on picture disc recently. Looks amazing. Sounds awful. That's brand new. That's a couple of years old, so they haven't advanced on picture disc quality sound, unless they have since the Mandalorian was released. I don't know. But this actually sounds pretty damn good. And the best thing about this one is this one came with dialogue in between the tracks. And now that is one of mine and Liam's big things. We love dialogue. The Halloween record that from Mondo did dialogue. You've got, this has dialogue in it. God, there's others now. I can't think. From Dusk Till Dawn has dialogue in between tracks. I love it when it does that. It's that little tiny little nuances that they put in that just make these releases perfect. You know, you're already immersed into the score, usually a score, different for a soundtrack. But to have a little snippet of the movie before it goes in, and if you're a fan of the film like I am, you when it's on the turntable and it comes on, you repeat it. You say the line perfectly and then the song kicks in and it's just like, yes! So picture discs with dialogue for this was a must. So, before we show the record, let's show the beautiful, oh, it's a little bit wrecked, look at that. The beautiful little info card that came with it. Look at that. Return of the Living Dead, more brains, send more cops. I know you're here because I can smell your brains. That's brilliant. Look at that. See, it got the chop, unfortunately. One of those things. Excuse me. Okay, so this was a you could send off here, Living Dead order form. I'll show you close. I'll show you up close first. Then I'll read some of them to you. Amazing. Return Living Dead, white, black t-shirt, $9. Unbelievable. Sweatshirt, $18. So cheap. Ain't like that now. But there you go. Skull Productions, Hollywood, California. You would never, would you, cut that out? I mean, you did probably back in the day, but you never cut that out just to. This is like part of it, isn't it? So on the back you've got an Enigma, some of the stuff they released, obviously the 45 Grave stuff, and the Cramps, TSOL. Brilliant. Enigma t-shirt you could order as well. It's just a cool little item to have, isn't it? It really is. Well smart. So, onto the record itself. I'll get it out. There, bloody. It's one of these Japanese, you know, they're dead hard to get in and out, these things. This is beautiful. So, like I said before, the picture that was on the cassette, look at that for a picture disc. That's nice. That really is nice. Classic Return Living Dead logo. But the prize is, woo, that. What a B-side. Woo, innit? Get some light over here. Trash is taking off her clothes again. Yeah, it's just an awesome piece of kit to have. The fact there's dialogue and the last track. Can you see it on here? It's a bit hard to see. I don't think you'll be able to pick it up. You won't be able to pick it up on here. But the last track on this record is a groove lock of Tarman going brains, brains. It just keeps going. Such a cool idea. Now, I can't remember the guy's name. I'm going to have to look for it on here. What was his name? Okay, I found his name now. So, the guy who was at Enigma at the time when this film was released was called Steve Pross, right? I haven't been able to find him anywhere. But, until I went on Twitter. Oh my god, I found his Twitter. So I, being a Return Living Dead nerd, thought, ooh, wouldn't it be great to get him on my podcast, you know, Rabid Weasels? Because we've had Tom Matthews on. We're getting Beverly Randolph on at some point, you know. I've had some absolute cracking stars and from the movie on there. But wouldn't it be great to speak to Steve Pross, who was the executive for Enigma at the time? Well, that's gone in like a dream. Look at that. Beautiful. That would be great. So I sent him a really lovely private message and put it on his wall, because sometimes people, you know, if you don't follow these people, if you're not, you know, they don't see the message. So I thought, well, I'll put one on his wall. Hang on, let's try and get this in here. This is a pain in the ass, this thing. There we go. It's in. Okay. Yeah, so I contacted Steve Pross on, or Prowse, or however you say it, on Twitter. Sent him a nice private message, and sent him a message on his feed or whatever, Twitter wall. I don't know. I don't do Twitter, but I have it for certain reasons. And he blocked me. Yes, he just blocked me completely. Can't comment, can't do anything. I was like, okay then, jog on. Yeah, so won't be interviewing him then. Right, so that was my holy grail of holy grails. I got that off, I think it was a Facebook Marketplace job. Was it Facebook? No. I was on the Movie Wax Facebook page, and I messaged, I think, I'm after this. Holy Grail, let me know. Guy messaged me, I've got a spare one. Do you want to buy it? I was like, yes. Did me an absolute deal on it as well, because it goes, that picture disc goes sometimes up to £100, maybe more, you know. So I got it for an absolute steal. I was like, oh, how about this? Snap his hand off. Wow, I took the money, you know what I mean? So next one is another picture disc. Now, it was in these plastic cellophane ones. These ones aren't too bad, but the ones you get in picture discs, the really thick ones, usually has picture discs just in by themselves. Well, they deteriorate and they get stuck onto your vinyl and it ruins them. I've got an SSSP record, R.I.P. Vinny, and it's been sat in that plastic wrap for what, 10, 11, 12 years? When I got it, it still plays, yeah, but you can hear the difference. And you look at it in a certain light and it's caked in this plastic, like it's disintegrated into it. So if you have picture discs in those really hard plastic wallets, bung them off and put them in a plastic normal one in paper. Honestly, I cannot stress enough how bad it is for your vinyl records. It really, really is. So get on that ASAP. Hence why this one's in this. Okay, this one was a It was another eBay, I think it was. This one was the French pressing picture disc of Return of the Living Dead. And that is the cover. Nice. Half corpse. Look at that. Who designs these ideas for covers? You know what I mean? Really, really good. So yeah, this one, no dialogue on this one. This is just the music, just the soundtrack, should we say? It's really, really nice. I think the back cover is probably better though. Are you ready for this? This is superb. Let me turn it around without touching the old side. Ready? Look at that. That is lovely. That is lovely. And Want is the standard version of this on LP. I don't have the standard version because that is the front cover. That's well nice. All the bands there. The French way of saying it. Yep, I ain't going to even attempt that. It's Return of the Living Dead in French. Yeah. That is so nice. Look at that. Oh, love it. Absolutely love it. So yeah, back in the card, or the paper, should we say, the paper slipcase, because man, I tell you, it destroys them. It really, really does. So yeah, can't stress it enough. Get them sorted. Get them changed over ASAP. Get in. Okay, we're still in 1985. We haven't jumped into the repress era yet. So, next up, 1985, another grail was the absolute classic. Get the thing out of it. This blows my head. Japanese version. Battalion. Dan O'Bannon in Return of the Living Dead. Look at the artwork on that. I love it. It's Max Headroom on fire with zombies and half corpses. It's beautiful. Look at it. I love it. I love that original soundtrack. But I love the fact it says Dan O'Bannon in Return of the Living Dead. Amazing. Licensed by Enigma through Tower Music Limited. Okay, so it's still Enigma Records, but they've let a Japanese company release it. Look at that. I absolutely adore this. It's beautiful. It's in great condition considering it's from 1985. You know, we're coming up nearly 40 years now, aren't we? Okay, so on the back, look at that. All the track listings. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Classic pictures. Different pictures for a change here. We've got Colonel Glover, who sat at his desk, you know, after the phone call from Bert. You got Trash coming back out. You got Classic Ernie. Oh, Don Calfa, R.I.P. What a legend. Tarman, half corpse there. It's just a well done piece of kit. It really, really is. Oh, I love it. It's so good. Right, let's get these out here. What do we got here? Oof. Okay. That is beautiful. I love it. Look at that. The Return of the Living Dead. There you go. Side 1, side 2. Japanese pressing. Look at that, the way it's written. It's so well done. Load of Japanese gump there that I can't read, obviously. But you've got the classic. Oh, that shot. Look, it's a half corpse taking a bite out of Scuzz. Perfection. It does open out. This is cool. Ooh, I think I've done this before on my unboxing, but this is really cool because it's got the track listings, it's got the lyrics. You don't get that in any other version. You get the lyrics, man. Look at that. You know, I'd honestly... See, I never even realised there was the lyrics for the zombie version of Party Time. I'm going to have to read this. I've not actually read it properly. That's ace. All the way up from Tonight. We make love till we die. Yeah, that's really cool, that is. What an item to have. Superb. My only downside to this was this comes with an Obi strip, because obviously Mondo, Death Waltz and all them took on the Obi strip, which was, I think, was it a Japanese thing? I think it was. Not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. But it's something that I know Spencer loved doing in Death Waltz. So, yeah, this one doesn't have one. So I'm after an Obi strip. And I will find one day, even if I have to buy it again. So, vinyl, black vinyl. It's one of them Japanese horrible covers, but they are quite nice and safe. Keep it safe. This one on Victor. The quality of that, I just can't fault how beautiful this is, pristine this has been kept in. Absolutely spot on. It hasn't even been played that much. I've played it more probably, Beautiful. Absolutely pristine condition. And considering it's 1985, it's not as flimsy as the UK ones. There you go, side two. It's quite thick considering. So that's cool, man. But yeah, absolutely beautiful pressing. Absolutely beautiful artwork. Oh, beautiful. It was a big high on the old Return of the Living Dead want list. Right, let's get this back in here. Safely. Okay, so we're done with the 1985 vinyl releases now. Now we're jumping. We're doing a big fat jump to 2015, where Real Gone Music re-released 1 million of them. Oh, mate, I have not got them all. I have not. I've got a handful. There's so I do want them all, and I will get them all eventually. But as you know, time. Get there. We'll get there. So, unfortunately, I don't have the original Enigma one with the actual classic cover. It's on the list. I think it's just because I don't know. I like these colour ones. I'm getting them first, but I will get those anyway. Okay, so the first one from Real Gone Music, classic cover from the original. You can't beat it. Yeah, look at that. Return of the Living Dead. Zombie punks on the front. Classic spray paint. Original soundtrack. Exactly the same front cover. Front and back have not been changed from the original, which I think is a really good thing to do. On the back, a bit of a damn crease on that, but that's all good. On the back, you've got your classic. You've got the punks. You've got the classic shot from the cassette. Half corpse with Spider and Ernie there. Some of these have been repeated, and then you got zombie Freddy there with his eyeballs. Great. So what it is with these all come in cellophane with a hype sticker on the front of the corner. I keep the hype stickers. I normally put them on the dust jackets because I don't know where else to put them, but I want to keep them. If I can get them off and stick them, I'll stick them to the dust jackets. If I can't, then I'll have to cut them out and just slot them in. With these, I think I've been very lucky to get every hype sticker off and be able to put it on the dust jackets. So I don't know which one this is until I open it. So this is the first one I ever bought. That's the first album I ever bought. Bit of a Shaun of the Dead reference there. Okay, this one I managed to put the hype sticker on. So the punk rock soundtrack to the brain-eating zombie flick featuring the Cramps, the Damned, the Flesh Eaters and more. Green and red blood vinyl edition, limited to 300 copies. There's the hype sticker there. How cool is that? Every hype sticker is different. That's what I love about it. Some of them are different shapes, written slightly differently. As a collector, blows my head. So this is the first one I ever bought. It's a full ever bought. Can't help it. Getting carried away. This one. Look at that. Oh, I love my splattery marble. I love that. What do we say it was? Red blood, green and red blood. Red blood mixed with green zombie blood. It's beautiful. It really is. Oh, look at that. Classic labels. Nothing too fancy. I think these are the same labels from the original 85 as well, so you're not actually getting anything different. You're literally getting it repressed with different colour. It's the same thing. Same tracks, no extra bits, no dialogue, just the music. Absolutely lovely. Look at that. Look at that side. Oof. You can see there, you've got the green, you've got the red, you've got bits of white and black mixed in. Oh, it's like brain matter. Oh, it's so good. I love it. Absolutely love it. So yeah, that was my first of the Real Gone Music. That when they got the license, they must have been like, oh my god, let's make loads. And they did. They literally have made loads. The last time I checked, I think there was 12 different colours. Could be more now. Could even be more originally, but there's a lot. There's a lot I don't have. Okay, next one up, another Real Gone Music. So you got your basic cover again, same cover, same back. We won't get into that because we've done that, but we'll get into what the record is. This one is... Have I got the hype sticker? Yes, got the hype sticker. This one is Grey Brains with 3 S's at the end, vinyl edition. Limited to 750 copies. Now this label is more yellow than the others. I won't get them both up because juggling them both, I'll drop one. I ain't going to risk it. But just take my word for it. It's a little bit more yellow than the other ones. But this is grey. And it's beautiful. Look at that. Another one. Grey Brains. Oh, God, it's just... Literally. Whoever's deciding what they're called and how they colour them, hats off to you. You know, I'd love a crack at doing some of these. Imagine the ones I come up with. It'd be ridiculous. It really would. There again, they've done every pressing you could ever think of, to be honest. Look at that. That grey is well nice. Absolutely love that. Grey with bits of black and it's all splodgy, bits of white in it. Oh, lovely, lovely. Ooh, side two's even better. It's got more grey in it. Love it. Absolutely love it. Only $7.50 made. That red and green one, $350. $350 is nothing, especially in the horror community. Come on, I love it. $7.50 is a bit more like, but still, absolutely killing it. Okay, so that was grey. Up next we've got, same again, same cover, same back. I've got quite a few Real Gone Music ones. When I get to seize the opportunity, I got a load of these. I got, what did I get in a big bundle? I got a big bundle of them from one seller. One guy was selling them all, and I said, if I win them all, will you obviously combine it? He was like, yeah, no problem. I won all 4 of them. I was just like, oh my God, what a brilliant score it was. I can't remember which ones it was. I think it was grey. It was a few others. I can't really remember. There's one gem in there though, which I'll get to anyway. Oh, well, this was Discogs. Why is that? Because the order form's there. Oh, there you go. That was Discogs. Music Box UK. Can't even remember. But yeah, this must have been Discogs. This is the recent one I just bought. I must have got it off Discogs. There you go. I haven't bought off Discogs in ages. It's been absolutely ages since I actually purchased something off Discogs. And then this came up for a bit of a steal. What was it? It was 30 quid all in. I was like, oh, go on then, treat myself. Especially this one. This one doesn't have a hype sticker. No hype sticker. Devoed. I don't even know how many. I don't know how many there is. Ooh, I'm going to have to find that out. I'll find it out. I'll stick it on the screen now. Okay? At least we know. This one, see, I don't even know what it is. It doesn't tell me either. If I can find the hype sticker, that's coming up here now as well. Whatever this is, I think this is, I don't know. You've seen it anyway. This one, look at that. That is amazing. Red and black. I get lost looking into that. That looks like a vortex. That's got to be red blood and black brains or something like that, isn't it? It's got to be something like that. That, oh, I gush at records. I do. I really do. It's just so nice. That one's beautiful. Look at this side as well. My God. Oh, absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. And as you've noticed all the way through this video, I do not touch. You've seen that with all our videos. Liam's exactly the same. I do not hold the records like that. Oily fingerprints stay on there. No, sir. We hold them like this. That's the way we'll always do it. Even my kids know this. You know, even my boys who were young, 7 at the time. Daddy, how's the, I showed him, are you holding it the right way? You know what I mean? He knows. He's 7. He was 7 at the time. He's older now. Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely. Love it. I can't get enough. I cannot get enough Return of the Living Dead in my life. I remember messaging Liam. I was on the phone to him one day. I said, Liam, I'm going to start collecting the variants of Return of the Dead. He's like, oh, you're not. Oh my God, that's just a massive feat. Not that he doesn't want me to. Of course he want me to. But you know what I mean? It was like, oh, mate, that's massive. Are you sure? I'm like, yes, I do. And, we're halfway there. Okay, this one. Oh, this one's a real treat. This one is a real treat. Now, this one is the same again, but the bonus about this one is signed to me by Tom Matthews when I met him at the For Love of Horror a couple of years ago. What a nice guy. Absolutely such a nice guy. If you get the opportunity to meet Tom Matthews at these horror cons, go. He's the nicest guy ever. Look at that. He signed it for me. He's like, oh, what would you like a quote from the movie? And I was like, He goes, I was like, oh my God. I actually said, oh, I don't know. And he said, well, you can have I Can Smell Your Brains, or The Movie Lied, or Watch Your Tongue, Boy, If You Like This Job. And I was like, oh my God, I like all those lines. In the end, I went for To Me, You Mean The Movie Lied? So good. And he signed it, Tom Matthews. Freddie. So good. So good. The best thing is from this, yeah, we carried on chatting. And like I said before, I got him as a guest on my Rabid Weasels podcast. Nicest guy ever. We spoke for an hour and a half about the movie, and he let me know some great facts. Go check out Rabid Weasels. There'll be a link to it down below. If you like Return of the Living Dead, I chat to some people that I just nerd out big time. But chatting to Tom Matthews was literally... I say it to Liam every now and then. I interviewed Tom Matthews for my podcast. And Liam goes, I know. That's ridiculous. I'm like, I know. You could kill me now. You know what I mean? Favourite horror movie of all time. And I got to interview one of the main stars from it. Explosions going off in my head. Anyway, that's just the cover. We haven't even got to the record. This one... This one's good. This one's good. Here we go. Hype sticker. Yes! Completely different hype sticker to the rest. See what I say? They're all different. So, glow-in-the-dark vinyl. Ooh, normally glow-in-the-dark's a bit naff, isn't it? Exclusive. Limited to 500 copies. Oh, do you know what? The light switch for this room is downstairs because I'm in the loft. If I could shout at my missus, yo, turn the light off, you could see it, but ain't going to work. But... glow in the dark, you get the gist. Look at that. Yeah. I want to put this on, I want to frame this one. You can get those really nice frames where you get the frame like that and then the records at the side and it's like set back. You've seen them picture frames that do it. Really, really nice. I'd like to frame this one because it's not going to be one I'm going to listen to. And I would like the Tom Matthews one on the wall. It just makes it like a nice item. But knowing me... variant and all that, I'm probably going to have to get another one because I'd want one in the collection. I know. Yeah, glow in the dark, beautiful. If you hold it to the light, let's see if it does anything. See if it glows just by itself. Oh, no. You can't see a thing. But yeah, look at that. It's nice to have, isn't it? Glow in the dark is a bit naff. Although Liam's got the Halloween Kills on Glow in the Dark, and he says it sounds fine. So maybe they've sorted out the glow in the dark. They just got to get the picture discs on up to speed, and then we'll be, then we'll be on track then, won't we? So there you go. Right, one more Real Gone Music after this. One more. Okay, last Real Gone Music. This one was part of this bundle that I got off eBay, the 4 records, and quite happy to get this. I'm not massive into these type of things, but if you're going to collect them all, and if you can, why not? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my own cover because it didn't come with a cover. For the minute, I've made a very, very poor attempt at just writing it on a paper dust cover, but I'm going to do a proper cover one of these days. It is the Real Gone Music test press. Yes, the guy was selling the grey one, the glow in the dark one, it was this one, and it was the picture disc. All 4 of them, he was selling them on his eBay page. I couldn't believe it. I was like, when Homer goes and sees all that expired medicine, he's like, I was like looking at these listings going, oh my god, and the test press. Because I'm not massive on test presses. I don't understand the hype, the prices people pay for them. Yes, there's only a few made, like 4 or 5, whatever. And this is a repress test press, so is it worth a lot? I don't know. But it was in the bundle. It's part of the collection. If I can get a test press for one of these, then I'm laughing. So this is your basic test press. Like I say, I will do a very nice... What I might do is get the Real Gone Music cover done, but photocopy it. So it's the black and white. That's what I'll do. So yeah, this came like as it is in one of these, and it's your basic black. The classic test press logo. There you go. Rambo Records, they did a lot, didn't they? Are they still going, or was that the company that burnt down in America? Don't know. Couldn't tell you. But yeah, just a basic black. But because it's Real Gone Music and it's 2015, solid. That's what they're like now, records. Thick as anything and solid. But yeah, quite happy to get it. Add it to collection. Can't really go wrong. Test presses. Okay, now we're getting into bootleg territory. Yes, we are. I haven't got all the bootlegs, but I've got a few of them. So my first one is this. Now this one, ooh, this just appeared out of nowhere. 2021 was it? I don't remember when it came out. It was 21, 22 anyway. And this just appeared out of nowhere. I saw it one day and was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Saw it on Instagram, checking the hashtag or whatever. And it just appeared. I was like, whoa, messaged a guy, said, where'd you get that from? Oh, I bought it from so-and-so. Oh, no way. Had to zoom in to find the record label, Happy Star Sounds, complete bootleg. Had to zoom in to find where I could get it. And I actually ended up buying one from Germany. Now, the German distro site was all in German. So what I had to do was take bits of dialogue, take bits of the wording and put it into Google Translate to find out what it is. And I literally bought it by guesswork. I bought one because I was like, I have to have one of these. This bootleg looks amazing. I have to get it. And I bought it and prayed that I had ordered the right thing. If I'd even ordered it right, which turns out I did because it arrived. The reason why I had to have one is when you look at the track listings on the back, yeah, you have, in a completely different order to the soundtrack, you start with TSOL, but then you have bits of score, and that's what I've been after forever. You've got Matt Clifford's Trioxin Sequence 1, so that's basically the classic the classic when they slap the canister and it all starts. That plays. Now you can tell when it plays it's a recording off, I don't know, off something, of DVD, because the quality does dip. The other tracks are from the records, whereas this is taken from something else. It dips. It doesn't matter. It's a bootleg. It doesn't matter. But you get bits of. You only do you get bits of score in it. You get dialogue as well. And you know what? For the longest time, the picture disc was my grail because it had dialogue. But this has dialogue and score and the songs, and it has both versions of 45 Grave. You've got the Party Time Zombie version and the classic normal version, the single version. It's got everything. It's got everything. Even has, where are you? Let me find it. Straw Dogs, Young Fast Iranians, the FUs. It's got that on it because it isn't on that one. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, it arrived. Very, very happy. Very, very happy. So, it arrived. And straight away I was like, oh, that's the poster art. Oh God, what poster was it? Ooh, can't remember what country. It'll come to me. Anyway, it's basically taken from that, and they've just basically put the font on top. Back, look at that. Very similar to Real Gone Music. Let's pull one out just for comparison. So you can totally see what they were trying to do there with the back. But they've done it their own version, their own way, different pictures, which I think is really, really cool. But they've even put things like the Orion logo in, Orion Pictures. It's not even on this one. You know what I mean? See the Orion logo there at the bottom? It's just nicely done. Happy Star Sounds, I've not heard of him before. I've not heard of anything else of him since. But this was like a major, major want. So yeah, ace. So, when I first got it, it was just the record, okay? Nice black dust covers, but with the plastic insides. Beautiful. Love those. So, side one, look at that. Look at that label. Isn't that something? The way the actual hole is the eye of Tarman. I love it. Attention to detail. Superb. Part 2, bit of dust on there. Side 2, not part 2. Yeah, Happy Star Sounds, a little bit of the poster art. Perfect. Amazing. Happy, super happy, nice and thick. So that was that. And then a friend of ours from Splatter Plastic, who comments on a lot of our stuff, Sean Buckingham. if I remember correctly. I think it was Sean it was. He posted his up. And next to his record on his picture on his Instagram was a poster. And I was like, where'd you get that poster? Where did you get that poster? He goes, it came in my record. I was like, what? Straight to my record player collection. Went to my record player, down into the collection, pulled it out, had a look, nothing. I was like, oh no, I'm going to have to order another one because I need this poster. So, I ordered another one. So, I ordered the same black vinyl, and this one had the poster. Okay? So, there you go. That's what the original poster's from. With the front cover they've used. I love it. I love it. I should frame this. I don't know why it's not framed. Well, there again, I've got me Graham Humphreys there, haven't I? And of course, Power Slave. Got to have some Maiden in your life, haven't you? There you go. So that's where it's from. Beautiful. And the beauty thing about it was, it's fucking double-sided. And it's Graham Humphreys' original artwork from the VHS. You cannot get better than that. This is a bootleg, people. Can you believe this? I mean, look. Comparisons for you. Let me step out of the way. The OG and the original together. Oh, look at that. Oh, amazing. So yeah, I was made up. So, because I had to, I very graciously gave my other black version. Oh, sorry, no, tell a lie. So, okay, go back. So we had the poster. Double-sided. Great. Now we've got another predicament. What's that predicament, you say? What's a double-sided poster? I'm going to want the other one as well. The other side. So we're going to have to order another one. Which I did. Okay. So I ordered another one. But by the time I was just about to order another one. And then somebody else on Instagram posted their one. And funnily enough, it was different to mine. What? Yeah. Was different. How was it different? The cover was the same. Everything's the same. The back cover is the same. Yeah, it has the beautiful thingy inlays as well. But this one, even though it's down as a different colour, was beautiful marbly green. I had to have it. There was no two ways about it. I had to have it. And on two, look at that. Beautiful marble. Now there's a brown out there. There's a brown and a blue. And I can't find them anywhere. They have eluded me. I don't know why. They've just disappeared. Whether they've been all recalled or whatever, I don't know. But had to have that one. Just because I needed the poster. Now I needed it because it was a different colour variant. So we have that one. And then the beauty thing is about this one is it came with the poster. So we have both versions that I'm going to stick up one day. Right, we have come to nearly the end of my Return of the Living Dead vinyl collection. There is one more, and this is like an honourable mention because it's not part of Return of the Living Dead as such. It is, but it isn't. But I'd be remiss if I didn't mention it. It's my version of Return of the Living Dead Part 2. My favourite poster art. I love the Return of the Living Dead one, don't get me wrong, but something about that front cover is superb. Look at that. And this one still has the price. I wish I got it for this. I didn't spend much on it. But the price on there, £3.95. Back when vinyl was cheap. So this is the soundtrack to Part 2, yeah? And you've got bands like... Not heard of them. The Big O, new. Matronics, new. Leatherwolf, meh. Yeah, not huge. The only pullouts on here is there's 2 songs from Anthrax. I'll take that. But one of them is I'm the Man. Don't remember that in the movie. And the other one's ADI / The Horror of It All, which is a good track off Among the Living. We love that one anyway. But yeah, I had to have it. Look at the back cover art. Big version of the face. I love it. I really do. Have you ever seen the poster art with the non-zombie nose? And it's got a real nose. Have you ever seen it? Look at this. Doesn't look good, does it? Every now and then I see it and I go, ugh, bloody hell, no. This is how it is. This literally is Fright Night, isn't it? This is a Fright Night rip. It totally is. But do you know what? It works. I love the font from the Return of the Living Dead Part 2. So much so I use it for Rabid Weasels. Same font. So yeah, this one, they got it for a tenner. eBay. Can't go wrong. Black dust jackets. Can't go wrong with that. Nice inner line. Now, this one, Island. Now, if you're an Anthrax fan, then you'll know that most of the Anthrax records that you have will have this Island logo in the middle, and it's no different. It's the same. A lot of the Island records are wrong as well. A lot of the labels have been put on wrong. On my Anthrax one, I think, Attack of the Killer Bees, yeah, it's got 2 side B labels on it, but it's A and B, you know. Whether this is, I don't know. I need to check. So part 1. Side 1, side 2. Yeah, basically the same. Now, I put this on the other day. I hadn't played it for a long time because it's not my go-to, to be honest, but it's for collection, you know. And I was quite surprised to find out that the last track, The Dead Return, was the score part when they actually start coming out of the grave. I was like, oh, nice. They've added some score. So that's one thing that the original classic Enigma record and Real Gone Music represses have not done. They've put no score in. But on this original, you've got a little bit of score. Bumps it up in points for me. Really, really does. But yeah, it had to be got. It did have to be got. So there you go. That's my vinyl collection. There's a few more I need. There's recently 31 records have been pressed by this Bootleg company, and they do movie scores. So you'll see it now. It's basically the Graham Humphreys cover, but this one has the entire score to Return of the Living Dead on it. I've been searching for this for ages, and anyone I know who's got one goes, yeah mate, they're dead limited, and they just cut you down dead short. They're like, nope, no one's having these. They're literally as hush. It's like hush hush. I believe it. I read somewhere someone was like, how do you get hold of these? And it's like an exclusive club. It's like Fight Club. You know, you're not part of Project Mayhem. There's not a chance of getting in. No point being a space monkey on the porch waiting your turn. You don't get in. So I'm after one of these. I really, really want the score. It's probably, like I say, it's one of them Lathave, like it's not even a real record type thing, but I want one. I want the score on vinyl. I even messaged Matt Clifford on Instagram to see if I could talk to him for my podcast. He didn't even see the message. You know what I mean? He works with the Rolling Stones. He hasn't got time to speak to some 2-bit guy who's talking about a horror film from nearly 40 years ago we did a score about. He's got no interest. But I did try and reach out to him at least anyway. So there's that I need. There's a few others, and if I get more, I'll show you more. But that is my current Return of the Living Dead collection. So much fun listening to these. I love it. Beautiful score, beautiful movie, beautiful soundtrack. So good. And the bonus is, I was chatting to Liam today on the phone, and I said, Rebellion Festival is coming up soon in Blackpool, right? Next Thursday, Rebellion Festival. That's big punk festival in the UK. Does all punk bands. I think like Who's Playing that is amazing. Good Riddance are playing. Great sort of punk rock hardcore. There's loads of bands playing. Descendants were playing, but they've had to pull out. Loads of bands, Pulley, loads. They're all your classic GBH, Anti-Nowhere League, that type of thing, old 80s punk and stuff like that. Funnily enough, my band is playing that festival. I'm in an 80s punk band. I joined them. I'm like a newer member. I'm like the younger member of the band. They're all a bit older than me. Anyway, we're playing the festival, and on Thursday, the Damned are playing and TSOL. Unfortunately, my band is playing when the Damned are playing, so I won't be able to see the Damned. But Liam was like, "You're going to be taking a record, aren't you, to try and get him to sign it?" I never thought, but what a great idea! If I can get TSOL and the Damned, because obviously if I'm a band playing there, I get the backstage pass, don't I? I should be able to get in and go, "Yo, you all right?" I might take one of the Real Gone Musics with me and say, "Would you sign this?" Oh, it'd be amazing to get the band to sign it as well. Wouldn't that be so cool? I'll keep you posted because I'll try it. I don't know if it'll work. I will try my best, but it'd be so cool. So yeah, Return of the Living Dead, the greatest horror movie of all time, as you didn't know. And that's my collection. I hope you enjoyed it. And Zombie Flesh Eaters is coming next Friday. We cannot wait. And until next time, people, stay safe, stay tuned, and stay sick. Tinman, out.